There's a moment every man faces. A moment when silence speaks louder than her words, and peace feels heavier than her absence. It's not the day she leaves. It's not the night she stops replying. It's that one quiet second when she realizes you've finally stopped needing her. Because that's when everything changes. Her confidence, her tone, her power over you, gone. And she doesn't know what to do with it. Picture this. You gave her everything. Your time, your energy, your heart. And in the beginning, it felt real. Like maybe this time you'd finally found peace. She smiled differently. Her eyes told stories you wanted to believe, and you thought, maybe this one won't leave. But here's the thing. In that moment, you weren't loving her. You were worshiping her. And the second a man starts to worship, he forgets who he is. She didn't fall in love with your love. She fell in love with your focus, the way you moved before she came along, the power you carried without needing anyone's validation. That's what drew her in. But slowly, she began to test it, to see if you'd break your rhythm for her, to see if your world could stop spinning just to prove how much she meant. And the moment you did, the attraction began to fade. Because she saw what most men never realize. The more you need her, the less she feels you. And deep down, she started pulling away. Not because she stopped caring, but because she sensed you lost yourself. That's the illusion, brother. She doesn't crave your attention. She craves your energy. The kind that comes from a man who doesn't beg to be seen. It starts small. A delay in her replies. A shorter goodnight text. Less laughter. More excuses. And suddenly, you're chasing. You start wondering what you did wrong, replaying every word, every message, every memory. But the truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. You just started doing too much. She feels your desperation. She feels your fear of losing her. And that's when she starts to step back. Not out of cruelty, but because deep down, women don't respect what they can control. You gave her the power to decide your peace. And now she's testing it every single day. Her mind says he's too available. Her heart says he's lost the mystery. And your soul whispers, you're losing yourself. That's when it hits. She's already halfway gone. And you're still holding on to the version of her that existed only in your imagination. You stop eating right. You stop sleeping well. Every song reminds you of her. Every silence hurts louder than her words ever did. You scroll through old photos, staring at moments that used to mean everything. But now, they just feel like lies dressed in nostalgia. You try reaching out. Hey, just checking in. But the typing bubble disappears. And that's when reality hits harder than heartbreak ever could. She's gone. And you're still here, trapped in yesterday. That pain, that silence, that emptiness. It's not a punishment, it's a mirror. A mirror showing you what happens when you give your soul to someone who never earned it. But one morning, something shifts. You wake up and realize she's not the sun. You are. You start working out again. You start walking with purpose. You start remembering what silence sounded like before she filled it with noise. And slowly, you stop checking your phone. You stop wondering who she's with. You stop needing closure from someone who never closed her own wounds. You start to understand. She wasn't the lesson, you were. The lesson that love isn't supposed to cost you your peace. And the funny thing? That's when your energy changes. Your voice gets calmer, your eyes get colder, your presence becomes magnetic again. She feels it. She notices the shift even from miles away, because nothing haunts a woman more than the man who healed without her. She starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing me anymore? Why does he sound so peaceful? Why does he look better without me? Her ego trembles. Her heart starts to ache, not from love, but from the loss of control. She'll text again. Maybe something simple. Hey, how've you been? But your reply is calm, short, grounded. Not bitter, not emotional. Just peaceful. And that's when she realizes. The version of you she once knew no longer exists. She lost the man who would have done anything to keep her. And in his place stands the man she'll never have again. Now you walk differently. You speak differently. You live differently. Not to prove her wrong, but to remind yourself who you've always been. You've learned that peace is louder than love that hurts. You've learned that solitude is power, not punishment. And most of all, you've learned that losing her wasn't the end. It was the beginning. So when she finally realizes you don't need her anymore, that's not revenge. That's closure. Because the moment you chose yourself is the moment you truly won.